The three martini lunch or noontime three martini is a term used in the United States to describe a leisurely, indulgent lunch enjoyed by business people or lawyers. It refers to a common belief that many people in such professions have enough leisure time and wherewithal to consume more than one martini during the workday.
I've had you guys muted the whole time I've been talking. So anyway, welcome to a special edition of the Martini Lunch. This is the hospital edition. As many of you know, my mother's been admitted to the hospital. She's recovering right now from a gallbladder surgery. Um, Mitchell, how are you doing? Um, awesome, dude. Awesome. Glad you had a vacation. Um, I am currently sitting here bedside my mom while she is asleep. She's been given a morphine drip, a 1 milligram morphine drip, and they do not have intravenous Tylenol at this hospital. So uh, we are just waiting to get this. Her gallbladder got infected. They thought it was a yeast infection. Anyway, they're draining out that, and her white blood cells spiked because of it. We're just trying to get her out of here now. So we're hoping next week is our goal. She'll be up and at 'em and moving out. So as y'all know, it is good when you are bedside for the people to hear you to talk. So um, my mom is part of our family. She doesn't know it yet because she's asleep. Oh, listen, hang on, guys. There's a couple of things here I thought of. I want to uh, go over here. And one of them happens to be from, let's see, where'd I go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? This is a dear website, thedonald.com, because this is kind of like the memes that come from this. This is all I do is I follow this for the memes. The memes that come for this is hilarious. Oh, men, women. I'm not a biologist. Oh, so let's see here. GOP governor vetoes bill prohibiting biological males from women's sports. That's interesting, isn't it? Look, I don't care what you want to do with your party time sex, okay? But the ultimate way around, was it Title 7, Title 9, uh, sports stuff, is you go in there and say, I'm a member of the other gender. So, you know, how about this? What if a guy goes to play football but identifies as a woman? Because as soon as that happens, it completely takes away the whole point. Oh, thanks, Mitchell. It totally takes away the whole point of having. Um, you're in a little star on that one, man. Thank you for the prayers, dude. Prayers are the things that matter the most. And um, I'll get I'll get back to that here in a second. I believe in signs, and I have some signs I really would like to share with everybody. And it's amazing to me what they do. But anyway, yeah, we're going to finish talking. Think about this. I'm talking about something sincere, something positive, something that everybody should embrace. And I have to finish this silliness that is about transgenderism in sports. And here's the thing: it kills your. Is it Title Nine? Why I keep saying Title Seven? Um, hey, thanks, Cool Frog. Appreciate you, bud. It's um, I'll catch everybody up on this here in 1 second. Let me get this thought finished. So the thing with the sports stuff is that it kills the whole point about having female scholarships. So y'all know, University of Tennessee sports fan. I went there undergraduate. Um, Absolutely love UT football. Basketball is fun. But one of the greatest, there are two groups that are absolutely amazing at Tennessee. One is their men's rugby. They're just the most fun dudes to be around. And the other is their hockey club. Now, both the rugby, it's also a rugby club. So what they do is they're not officially sanctioned by the university. It's like a quasi sanctioning. So they don't get funding from men's sports, but they're able to sell, I think, maybe jerseys and T-shirts into the school um, bookstore. They don't have scholarships for these, and the reason why, like men's sports, get kicked out of certain things is because they don't have enough room for scholarships. They have to have the equal amount of athletic scholarships for women as they do men, unless it's a co-ed sport. And I followed Clay Travis on this one, and Clay said a while back that he didn't think that football was a men's sport. And there's proof of that when you had Vanderbilt had a girl kicker for a while. And the question is that it's about abilities and not sexuality. And he said that he thought it would be an interesting case to take up to see if like football should still count in Title IX. And if it didn't, man, that would open up so much stuff. And I think that we live in a time now, especially like social media and this whole public shaming and everything, that we don't have to have these government mandates. Mandates don't equal equality. They don't do anything but transfer money from one group to another. Um, yeah, I saw that. That's what got me started on this, Mitchell. The DeSantis proclamation. That's what got me started on the whole deal. And that's what I was kind of got over here on the Donald, or the Donald. That's what it used to be called when it started on Reddit. But it's, was it Patriots.win? And it got me on because I saw where Donald Trump had endorsed Mo Brooks, and he has withdrawn his endorsement. And he makes a good argument for this, I think, in this first sentence when he talks about Mo said, "Put that behind you, put that behind you." And actually, what I need to do a video on it is the 1960 presidential election. There was something like, oh, hang on, I lost my where my screen is. There was something like, I forget, like 300 people that were. I just realized I can't leave that sitting there, or I'll get a bang on the tubes. So hang on a second here, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm sitting here Next to my mom, morphine, and I'm the same way. It plays a weird thing with you. You have these very vivid and strange dreams, and my mom was kind of going through one of this for a second. I just had to reach over and give that reassurance that there is a reality here. Um, I talked about a little bit about before when I was in a medical coma, and one of the things that I remember so vividly was not knowing what was real. Um, I knew when there were times when I wasn't. Um, I don't know. It's hard to explain like how you feel. It's like I know there's a movie that can explain it, and I'm thinking it's like the multiverse or something like that in Marvel, where it's like I don't know. It's weird, but dreams are weird, right? I mean, dreams are all weird. So just like like if you have a child that has if you ever or anybody you've been around someone with a fever dream and they're having these wild dreams, or if you've taken melatonin, melatonin is one that really gives me those whacked out dreams that I'm so convinced they're real, but I wake up and they aren't. Um, that's uh, that's what kind of like it is with like this morphine type dream. But anyway, and again, I appreciate you guys uh, being there for me. Your words of encouragement really they help, man. They really do help. But we are going to do our best to get through this and push on through. So, um, if my mom was here right now, it's antics for smoking. Oh, I didn't know about that, Mitchell. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Then is that vivid dream where you'll argue. At least I did. I would argue with somebody that it wasn't that said that didn't happen, and it's melatonin. This is like the example I'm giving to you. Uh, what happened in a coma dream? That's much more in depth and stuff, but just those melatonin dreams. Those are the ones I'd like to understand. Uh, they're just, and I mean, I haven't had melatonin in years. It was one of those things. I think. See, I've always had. Um, I can't think of that word. You can't sleep. Insomnia. Duh. Jeez. I've always had insomnia, and it's so funny. The movie Fight Club. Right up until he meets Tyler Durden and sees Tyler as being a real person, everything he's going through, the whole Fight Club thing, or the narrator, as Edward Norton's character is, um, yeah, I thought they were memories, not dreams. That's a good way to explain it. Memories. And yeah, it's so messed up. And you're like, when did this happen? And if you say it to somebody else, they'll look at you like you're crazy. Um, but yeah, the insomnia stuff that's always got me. And so Fight Club, dude. Oh my gosh, Mitchell. I'm telling you, man, we're best friends and don't even know it. Fight Club is so great. I would if the whole Tyler Durden thing. Like I always get mad at myself trying to remember a good name. Like if somebody says like a reservation or something, I won't put down Tyler Durden. And of course, I only think about that after I say not Tyler Durden. Um, uh, dude, I love Fight Club, and it's so poetic about society and like it's like Fight Club. And then, do you also like American Psycho? Because those two are kind of like around that same time period, that same whole materialism uh, thing, and man, I love them, dude. I absolutely love them. But yeah, Fight Club. I wish I could remember some of the quotes I love. It's like, um, gosh, what does he say at the beginning? He names stuff like, um, "That's the sound of Jack's inner ear exploding." I love that. I don't know why. That's the sound of Jack's brain melting. That'd be something like that. Um, and what else does he do? Fight Club. Oh, of course, I love Durden's. Was it putting feathers in your butt does not make one a chicken, or does not make one a bird? I don't know what it is, man. It's just it's Brad Pitt did so good in that, and so did Edward Norton. Um, American Mary? No, I haven't. But that's gonna go. I'm gonna write that down though right now. Um, American Psycho. I have a friend of mine who. Well, here's what's funny. So, uh, the missus. See here. Let me write this down. American Mary. So, I've got a friend of mine who loves American Psycho. Well, um, uh, it was introduced to me when I was dating my now wife. She said she went out with me and my friends one night, and to get back in the car, she said, "Have you ever seen the movie American Psycho?" And I said, "No. Why would I see? Like, I don't like horror movies." She goes, "It's not a horror movie." She's like, and of course she loves horror movies, so now I like horror movies too. But anyway, she said it's not a horror movie. It's just I've got it. Would you like to watch it? And so I'm like, yeah, sure. I started watching it. Like it's like one of the only movies I can ever remember. Like I got right in front of the TV and just watched every second of it. Um, ah, I'll find it. I'll find it, Mitchell. But when they got to that business card scene in American Psycho, I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And my now wife says, uh, yeah, after being with you and your friends, I thought you would like that part. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, those, like the whole evening just reminded me of that entire business card scene drawn out. And I was like, it was so wonderful. Like, oh my gosh, like I love that. And that's how we are. We obsess over these little teeny tiny little details. And of course, it doesn't help that uh, my buddies are, we all made mistakes and went to law school, or or we're one of the guys is in um, what's it auditing, so he audits insurance for it's insurance that attorneys have to have. So he goes into he's always in law offices auditing them, and I'm like, and then another buddy, he he's just awesome. He may be slightly spectrum ish awesome, but we were just doing our thing, and she said it was exactly like that card scene. But she said it was so wild watching it from the outside, and none of us had watched that movie. So then I told everybody to watch American Psycho, and everybody has been like, "Oh my gosh, I love that!" And so it's kind of become our thing. And we kind of like, I have one friend who he just obsessed over Patrick Bateman. And he's like, he made the comparison because he loves Batman too. And he made the comparison that the American Psycho is really the Bruce Wayne story because you never see his father. He's rich. What's that chick, Evelyn? Like she says, something like, "What do you care? Your father owns the company." It's kind of like Wayne Enterprise. Um, she kind of looks like Catwoman too, by the way. Jared Leto's in there, who played the Joker. Um, you got the police guy. Willem Dafoe plays the investigator, and that could very easily be Gordon. Anyway, he just broke it down. Like every person in there could be a Batman character, and he said, and then you got Christian Bale, who obviously went on to play Batman. He's like, think about it. Like Bruce Wayne, he had to have a psychotic break before he started wearing a bat suit. And American Psycho is like watching Bruce Wayne's psychotic break. And when he told me that, I thought that is the greatest thing in the world. So to me, now is the Batman, the Christopher Nolan Batman, is a four movie part. You got to see American Psycho and think of that as being the Bruce Wayne story, and then you go in. It all plays perfect together. It's awesome. It's just awesome. Um, but and then Fight Club, that's awesome too. I can't wait to watch this American Mary. I'm gonna have to. Hopefully that's streaming somewhere. I'll watch that tonight. Gosh, you guys, you have no idea. Mitchell, especially, Cool Frog, thank you. You guys have got me laughing here. Full burr. It's the next best film after American Psycho's Equilibrium. Equilibrium. Is that. No way! Wait a second. Equilibrium. Is that the one where it's the. In the future with Christian Bale? Where it's the dystopian future and he does like gun fu? Yeah, that's Equilibrium, right? It's like one of my favorite movies. Like I've got everybody onto that. If that's what I'm thinking of, oh my gosh, yeah, dude, the gunplay in that thing is just awesome. And of course, it was very. Oh yes, yes, dude. Hang on a second here, guys. Hang on one second. Sorry, guys. It's those dreams again, and it's so wild to watch. Um, because my mom just completely relaxes once you have that touch, and it's um, oh, Tay Diggs, yes, Cool Frog's got it, yes. Um, anyway, it's really cool seeing my mom um, react and everything. I really I don't know. So many people have written her off, and this is great. But anyway, and I appreciate you guys listening to my uh, yapping. But yeah, Equilibrium though. Equilibrium is like I never realized how close I was to like John Wickish. It's like he that puppy he finds messes him up. It causes his break from the equilibrium. Was it the is it the master? What do they call the guy who's in charge of everything? Who? Wait a second. Didn't that guy play Alfred in the Gotham TV show? Oh, thanks, Mitchell. It's just my mom and I've. Yeah, it's cool. Thank you. Yeah, I think that guy who is the one that's on the TV screen all the time is the one that played Alfred on Gotham, which I never finished that series either. Um, but yeah, Equilibrium, boy, it reminds me. You got John Wick, the puppy. It's always about a puppy. Don't mess with a dude's dog. And um, gosh, I love, man. John Wick is so good too. It's so funny. Um, my my blue tick coonhound loves the theme from John Wick One, the Marilyn Manson killing strangers. I don't know how to explain it. I wish I could get a short video of her, she'll start hitting. She rides in the front seat with me, right? And she'll start hitting the dash, and we drive by cows, all right, and that's how big my city is. We drive through cow pastures, and she'll want the window down. She doesn't yell at them anymore. She used to yell at them once in a while, but she'll look at them. She gets upset if they're not in position where they should be, but she'll start hitting that dash. And as soon as get Killing Strangers on, she stops hitting it. I mean, she does. She smacks it with her paw. And yeah, John Wick movies. Oh, Mitchell, dude, I'm glad you said movies because I can't find anything wrong with them. I mean, some people try to say that like I don't know. There's just nothing wrong with them. It's some people try to make a reality type thing. I'm just like, dude, they're just great. They're just an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. And oh, the coins, dude. Yes, yes. I would love. It's funny. I started looking for those coins. I'd love to have some. It just kind of makes sense too to me. So you just hand somebody, a gold coin like that. It seems like they ought to give you what you need. Oh man, yeah, I love that. I love that whole stuff. This has been great. This has been great. Yeah, John Wick. Um, yeah, I want one of them too. I want the real gold one. Uh, I'm glad they're coming out with the fourth one. In Wick is one where I'm like, God, it's so Matrixy like. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if at the end they try to make it into like a part of the Matrix. But nah, man, it's just John Wick. And what's so funny is that Halle Berry, how do you say her name? She saw him and she was like, saw how uh, popular they were, and she was like begging to get on that last one. And she had to do so much work. She had no idea how much work she'd have to do. And that's what kills me. That's what I love about Keanu Reeves. Um, Not Bitcoin, John Coins are where it's at. Absolutely. Um, but Halle Berry, it was so funny. It's like she had no idea like what Keanu Reeves does, and Keanu Reeves. I mean, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Point Break, Speed. It's just like he's like the whoa dude, guy. And now I admire Keanu so much. He's a genuinely good person, um, and he keeps to himself. He doesn't do the Hollywood thing, and he also is uh, he's ageless, and I love people like that. He doesn't have an age. He doesn't let things get in his way. I love that. I love that determination and drive. And I think that's how we all should be. Uh, it's I used to tell the story. It's like with Colonel Sanders. He was what 70, I think, before he opened Kentucky Fried Chicken, and he was like 94 before he died. It's like, you know, being Colonel Sanders for 24 years isn't all that bad of a life. Oh man, but anyway, I don't know. I've probably bored you guys enough talking about this stuff. Yeah, DeSantis, his proclamation, I heard about that. Is what got me started on this, and then uh, I don't know how we got into Fight Club and uh, John Wick and American Psycho, but man, I'm glad to know that Equilibrium. God, that's a good movie. But Mitchell, I'm really glad to know you like that stuff. It makes me feel more sane to know there's somebody else out there like that. I don't know. What's another? I'm trying to think. There's another one, another movie. I haven't seen the Batman yet. I haven't seen um, No Way Home. And I haven't seen Ghostbusters. Those are the three big movies out or have been out. I've missed all of them. Um, God, man, I could talk about movies all day though. Oh, see, I had to fight off like three when I said the new Matrix movies suck. They came out with daggers. I like the new Matrix movie though, and maybe I need to watch it again. I was cool about it. Like I don't know. I think what it is that it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, and that I'm glad to. Well, it's like Kong versus Godzilla. Like King Kong versus Godzilla. I love that movie, and I loved it because it was just so much fun. And we need more fun movies. But yeah, maybe I need to see Matrix 4 again. I don't know. It's weird because I liked all the Matrixes, and then I keep finding myself like, but it's the first one I watch. Um, I don't know. I've My take on Matrix has always been that it was the story of Jesus. It's what I think they tried to make it into, whether they knew it or not. They're probably an anti-Jesus movie, but uh, um, I don't know. I just enjoy them. But I think the transgenders that came after you were the Wachowski brothers or sisters now, which I think is weird, right? Like they both had uh, changes. I don't even know how you say it anymore without getting banned. But it's like if one brother did it, that'd be one thing. But I wouldn't expect both brothers to have changes. Makes me. That's a part of the psychology of this. I guess we do come full circle here. We're back to that Leah Thomas swimming thing. Yeah, I heard Ghostbusters was good too. Um, but anyway, it's like okay, so you have the Wachowski brothers, and they both had changes, right? So that is odd that they both would feel that need. But then it's also, I also know, personally know, twins, twin men, brothers, that both came out as homosexual. And so then I'm thinking, well, is it biological to them? Because it's all the question's always there. Like what's up with this? What's going on? We're trying to figure it out, and there's no real scientific data to either or. Um, but it seems more than coincidental, right? It's I don't know. Here's the great part. I don't care. It doesn't have anything to do with me. I just don't like to hear about. I don't, and that's how I am about sex in general. With all this stuff, like the internet's ruined you. I mean, there's no need for all. Like, I could time a scene in a movie, and I'm like, well, that's 5 minutes. Like I've been ripped off. If I wanted to see that stuff, I'd go deep fake it on Pornhub. Anyway, listen, guys, that's it. I'm gonna cut out of here with that one. Leave you guys alone. Thank you so much for checking me out. Um, you've left me with a smile, and that is a gift that you've given me, and bigger than anything else. So appreciate you all. Have a good day, Mitchell. I'm glad you had a good vacation. Both Mitchell and Kilfrog, thanks for the kind words. And until tomorrow, hopefully, I'll probably be doing this every day at the hospital. So, hey, field trips, fun. Love you guys, and stay frosty. Peace.